What's up, my kings and queens? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be taking you through how I build confidence from nothing. For those of you who don't know me, my name is YK Maharaj and I'm here to help people become the best possible version of themselves. The first thing I have to say to you is that confidence in public comes from discipline in private. Now, before I go into depth about that quote I just gave you and about building confidence in general, let me tell you a story about me and where I started. So you know that I'm not bullshitting this thing, so that you know I actually went through the most to get to where I am, to actually build my confidence, to be able to sit here in front of this camera and speak to you today. So let's start with the story of where I started, right? So the first thing I want to take you through is in 2020, during lockdown, I was depressed, and this led to me feeling suicidal. Now, I used to cut my wrists and I used to cut my thighs, and I genuinely used to be so unhappy with my life. And the reason for that is I think that I didn't love myself, I didn't love my life, I didn't love anything. And growing up, I always had good influences on me, right? I used to look up and aspire to be like the bodybuilders or the muscular people in movies. Like let's say I watch Fast and the Furious, bro. I'd be like, nah, I'm The Rock. You know what I'm saying? I used to claim to be the toughest character out of every show with my younger brothers, because we all claim to be different characters. But for me, I used to claim to be the toughest character, even if he wasn't the main character. I had a good idea of the men that I looked up to. Since I was 7 years old, I always told myself that I wanted to be a businessman, right? Now, slowly but surely, I'm becoming the person I dreamt of. Now, let's start with building confidence. I told you that I used to be depressed in 2020, during lockdown and COVID. I used to be depressed and suicidal, right? I used to cut myself, guys, genuinely. Now, imagine going from that to literally not wanting to continue in your life to where I am now, teaching people self-improvement, how to become the best version of themselves, right? So I definitely think it'll be beneficial for you guys to listen to some stuff that I teach about. So now let's start with building confidence. Now, that quote that I gave you, I said, confidence in public comes from discipline in private. The first thing I had to do before I started being confident was building my body. You cannot build one without the other one. So I was depressed from the time I was 13 until about 15, right? So that's around the time it ended. And I started training at the end of the year I turned 15. And guess what happened? I wasn't depressed anymore from 2023. The gym literally saved me. Now, I didn't even realize this. I just knew that my depression went away and that I fixed myself and got better and what. But when I was scripting this YouTube video, well, not really, I don't script everything. What I do is I write down the points I want to discuss, so I have a structure and order. But when I was writing down those points, like cue card points, I realized that, hold up, my depression stopped the year I started going to the gym and taking the gym seriously. So from 2023, my depression just vanished, bro. Slowly but surely, it went away and vanished. And I only realized scripting this video that was the year I started taking the gym serious. I got a gym membership. I was in the gym almost all the time. Like, I was genuinely locked in on the gym. So I just realized that the gym when I was scripting this, that the gym saved me, which is why I also say that you cannot fix the mental side without the physical side. You cannot fix the physical side without the mental side. They both work simultaneously. Now, ever since that year, my self-growth started projecting upwards, right? 2023 was the year that I got onto self-improvement, right? Self-improvement changed my life. I grew way quicker than the people around me. I overtook people in my age group in maturity. That's why when I date, I genuinely prefer to date older women, right? I prefer older girls, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And as I get older, it might change and I might start preferring the younger ones. But growing up, I always preferred older women. I think it's because I'm more mature, right? Older, and then when I date, I don't necessarily date someone that's younger than me or my age because they're not as mature as me. So I always tend to date maybe two years older than me, between a year to 3 years older than me, yeah. So self-improvement. What is self-improvement? Self-improvement is basically 1% better each day, So I grew tremendously when I got on self-improvement. let me give you some basic self-improvement habits so you understand. Some basic self-improvement habits would be meditation. It would be journaling. It would be hitting the gym. It would be staying away from porn. It would be reading self-improvement books, like for example, Atomic Habits, which I have. Now, self-improvement built my confidence, becoming the man that I always dreamed of. My younger version would be extremely happy of the person I am today. But I am only who I am because of the pain that I had to go through to get to where I am, right? To get to where I got to today, you know? But let me tell you something. Out of everything I've gone through, I regret nothing. I started my social media marketing agency in grade 11. I had 8 meetings that year. So I didn't sign a client, but I had to do cold calls, I had to do cold emails, I had to script that stuff, I had to get my own leads, plus I had to run my meetings myself, I had to do the meeting, I had to figure out how to do the meetings myself, I created the contract myself, I had demo contracts, I was on the edge of signing a client, but I never got to it. And I stopped at the end of grade 11. But as I was saying, I started content creation halfway through grade 11, so this was the middle of that same year in June. I stuck with them all the way through matric, which was 2025 for me. It is now 2026. I've been building myself since an early age. That's why I'm ahead of people my age. Now don't get me wrong, there are some people that think like me, act like me, move like me, that are actually probably doing better than me, who are actually my age or younger than me. It happens. But majority, I don't fit in with them because there's not a lot of people that think like me, act like me, move like me, you know? So that's why I also have older friends. Like a lot of my friends, like a lot of my close friends that I like to talk to a lot are older, bro. I have one guy, he's 2 years older than me. I have another friend, he's like about 4 or 5 years older than me. A lot of my friends are genuinely older than me because like I said, I don't think like people my age. So I prefer having good company around me. I'm also very careful of the company I keep around me. If you guys are actually worried about the company you keep around, make sure you check out a YouTube video I created. It's called How to Decide Which Friends to Keep. If I still got the thumbnail, I'll put it up here. Yeah, make sure you check out the videos, guys. There's some good information in there. So the thing I wanted to say is that people my age don't think like me. No, not me. They don't think about about getting rich and escaping the rat race. But this video is not to post about me. And there's nothing wrong if you are okay with that, if you are okay with getting a normal job and living a normal life. I don't frown upon that. If that's what you want to do, by all means, if that makes you happy, do that. I'm just saying for me, I want something different. Now, here's the conclusion of the video. How to build self-confidence from nothing, right? I told you. First of all, you can't build the physical side without the mental side, and you can't build the mental side without the physical side. You have to work on both at the same time, right? And the next thing is that self-improvement changed my life. Self-improvement gave me confidence. Self-improvement made me love myself, right? Self-improvement made me get better every single day so that I don't recognize myself at the end of every year. I'm a new person. I changed because I've grown so much. So I would recommend getting on self-improvement to anyone who's watching this video. If you guys don't know where to start with self-improvement and you want to get on self-improvement, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. All I create content on is self-improvement, genuinely. So check out my long-form YouTube videos. That's where I detail everything about self-improvement. Of course, there's some stuff missing there that I haven't spoken about. I'm going to be creating videos throughout the future, so you will be getting more videos coming through. But in the meantime, make sure you check them out. I've got videos on how to meditate. I've got videos on how to journal, how to decide which friends to keep. I've got videos on a habit tracker, right? That video is called If You're Inconsistent, Choose This Video. I've got videos on how I got over the fear of posting content. I've got a video on the real reason my first business failed, and I got another video about what to expect when starting a first business. Guys, I've got a ton of YouTube videos there that is going to benefit you from all the experiences I've learned, everything I've gone through. So make sure you check it out, learn from me, and then grow with me, guys. As always, wait, before I end this off, guys, please make sure you smash that like button, make sure to subscribe. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you actually do that. And guys, if you guys have anything to say to me, please put it in the comments. I'm not big yet. I will respond as long as I see it. And if I am big by now, I probably might not see your comments. But if you're seeing this and I'm still small, put it in the comments. Make sure you put in the comments what you think I left out. Maybe there's something you want to hear me speak about, or maybe you just want to give me a thought about the video. Feel free to put it there. And guys, if you guys know anyone who would benefit from this, like a friend, send them this video. If you guys want to grow with a friend, because what I realized on self-improvement is that if you don't have someone growing with you, you kind of get lonely because you grow so much that you don't fit in with the people you previously hung out with, but you haven't grown enough to meet your new set of friends. So you're stuck in the middle, you understand? So guys, try and get your friends on self-improvement so that they're growing with you. Send them this video, send them my channel. And yeah, guys, I'm rooting for you and I'm watching from afar. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.